You see so many videos nowadays about dopamine detoxes, dopamine fasting, but in reality, all this is bad for you. Bet you didn't think about that. I mean, I even made a video myself on a dopamine detox, but what I mentioned in that video is that I used the term dopamine detox just to get the audience to watch the video. In reality, trying to remove dopamine from your brain is basically one of the dumbest things you can do, because dopamine is not only involved with motivation, but also motor movements, with all different kinds of functions in the brain like focusing, communicating. You can't even imagine how important this neuromodulator is. And now imagine removing it in a detox or some kind of fasting ritual. Yeah, that's not going to end well. What so many people think nowadays is, oh yeah, I'm overstimulated, I have too much dopamine, but you know what is really going on? As a result of being overstimulated, your body has made itself less sensitive to dopamine. And that's why you constantly need more of it in order to reach that same level of fulfillment you once had, right? The normal activities that back then, for example, like walking outside in nature, talking to friends, your family, learning, reading, studying. But you're not gonna fix this by just removing all meaning out of your life. No, you just have to slowly go back to the things that used to be meaningful. Yes, it will be painful for a couple days or weeks, but you still have to do it. You still have to exercise, you still have to socialize, you still have to study, learn, try to do these things, because that's going to be the only way how you manage to increase sensitivity to it again. And yes, technically you would also increase sensitivity to dopamine if you go on a dry streak where you basically try to remove it from your brain, but that would be combined with so many impairments in cognitive function. And at that point, you should start asking yourself, are you doing this because it's an internet trend or because you actually want to better your life? I can tell you right now, if you wanted to better your life, you would be still engaging in the activities that somewhat have meaning and that will have more meaning in the future if you keep on doing them, while at the same time avoiding those activities like doom scrolling, porn, drugs, and so on. It's so funny, but like in a lot of the comments I get on YouTube, I see people saying, oh yeah, I'm considering doing a dopamine detox. Am I dopamine detoxing correctly? Bro, you can't remove dopamine from your brain. I will repeat this often and often enough. You know a term that would make more sense in this scenario is dopamine diet. So no detox, no fasting, no, a dopamine diet, where your diet consists out of habits or activities that your brain can actually handle, and where your brain, as a result of engaging in those activities, does not feel the need to engage in homeostatic adjustments to protect itself from overstimulation. I mean, I just want you to imagine this for yourself. Do you really think your life will get better if you go off your phone and just stare against a wall for like 30 days? I think by now you'll notice yourself that the terminology we've been using in the latest years on the internet doesn't really make that much sense. It doesn't really align with what we actually want in order to function properly. So the bottom line is, don't go on a dopamine detox, don't do dopamine fasting, go on a dopamine diet. Reduce the high stimulating activities and replace them with lower stimulating activities. And over time, watch how the not so much stimulating activities, which can still be very rewarding by the way, all of a sudden become meaningful again, right? If you go on a run or you exercise, that can actually be quite rewarding. If you socialize with other people and have a good time, that can make you feel really good. If you read a book where you study for 1 to 2 hours and notice how you learned something that you once found difficult, that can be pretty damn rewarding. So yeah, I think you get the point. The only thing I can say is, I wish you a good day or good evening whenever you're watching this. I'll see you soon, hopefully, and peace.